Coucou à toutes. Hi everyone. I was going to speak French because I see some French people here. It is in English and there is a French version that's going to be at 6:30 France time, Paris time. Can you hear my voice, darlings? Pouvez-vous entendre ma voix? Can you hear my voice? Just waiting that Lily, can you tell me if you hear my voice? Can you hear my voice? Can you hear my voice? I will wait a little bit. Ah, super, merci pour de me dire qu'il y a le retour son. Alors j'en profite qu'il y ait deux français ici ou francophones pour vous dire que j'ai une version française qui sera dans à peu près 1h30 à 6h30 sur la chaîne Sound, son spirituel, pardon. Le lien est dans la description, donc là ça va être en anglais. Et salut aussi, bonjour au passage. Donc en fait, à moins que l'anglais ne vous pose pas de problème, ça sera en anglais. Okay, so I'm just going to speak English. I'm just waiting if anybody will come. It is the first time that I do a live event, very first time on YouTube. So I'm quite happy to do it. Nobody is really used to that, so hopefully some people will come and I will just wait a bit more. Oh, can you tell me if you hear any music in the background? Can you hear music? Pouvez-vous entendre de la musique aussi qui passe? Parce que j'ai mis un petit peu de musique au fond, mais j'en suis pas très sûre. C'était juste pour techniquement pour savoir si vous entendez de la musique. Can you hear some music, please? Let me know and I'll be starting soon. Let me know. Can you hear music? No music, okay. Thank you for letting me know. It's fine. As long as you hear my voice. I will just waiting. I'm going to wait, sorry, a couple more minutes. Okay. Before I start, just wait a little bit more, okay? In the meantime, you can read what is going to happen during this session. On your screen. Right. Okay, I guess I can start. Let me change the angle of my camera. All right. Hello everyone. I hope that you can see me now. I will just check on my screen what you see. Yeah, you see me. How are you doing? I hope that you're doing well. And I will just take my document and okay, so today we are here to talk about fear, about the fear of 2021, about the COVID-19. It's not about the COVID-19, but it's about why we have this fear, what we can do about it, and mainly what's going to happen in 2021. I just wanted to talk about it, and I will be starting to do a little ritual which I'm going to show you. I have here a wood that I would like to burn as a purification. It's just a little ritual, a little bit symbolic. and I want to light a candle. But before I do that, I would actually like to tell you a little bit more about myself in just 3 sentences, because maybe some of you have no idea who I am and what I do, probably. So I'm a mindfulness teacher, and I'm a speaker and a guided meditation and sound healing artist, and I'm also a trend and off-life doula. And in a few words, I left the UK, United Kingdoms, in 2015 because I had a spiritual awakening. And from that moment on, it changed my life, and I decided to be of service to others. And I started to create content, content that I provide to people, and that gives them apparently some insights, tools and practices to improve their lives, to help them to let go, to transform, and also apparently to sleep as well. So it is the school of the new earth, and me and other people like me just want to sort of open the doors or start to create this new world, this new earth for a better world, simply. And my programs are based on teachings and voice and sound healing. So I wanted just to introduce myself, and now I'm going to just simply, it's going to be very quick, do that little ritual before we start, okay? This is a wood that's called Palo Santo. It's a sacred wood. It smells very, very good, and it is used the same as sage to simply to purify. So you don't have to, of course, believe in any of this. It's symbolic, and it gives a way to concentrate on what we want to work on. And so you don't have to believe in this. You can just appreciate the beauty of this piece of wood. I will just leave it here for a couple of minutes, and I will remove it. So I will just come back to you guys, or maybe I put both of them so then you can at the same time see these. I will just check a little bit on the chat if there is any question or anything, even though you can simply if you have any question to ask, you can wait for the ending if you wish to, obviously. Okay, so let's start with the satsang. I'm going to put that here. Okay. So basically, I thought I wanted to talk about what happened in 2020. In 2020, last year, even though it started in 2019, our lives changed, and forever, really. And with COVID-19, we've seen, unfortunately, people die. We've seen people who suffered of isolation. Some, unfortunately, committed suicide. Some lost their jobs or their companies. and we were not prepared to something like this, definitely. I think that we also had some disappointment because of our governments, and some of our politics used this opportunity and still using this opportunity, this fear, to sort of get some credit, and probably because there's elections going on in a few countries. So it was a bit disappointing to see that this kind of subject could be used to win something. So it was a very, very difficult year, 2020. And in 2021, it will be also very difficult in a different way. And I just wanted to talk about it because some of you, of course, anticipate that. Some others maybe still wish that things will come back to a normal. But what's going on is that we are living now in a new normality, and it is going to be different from what we were used to. Life will be different in many, many ways. So that's why I wanted to do this satsang, to start to think about what is going to be and what to do exactly and why. So now we have to adapt to our new condition, and to let go of the past, basically, the way the things were before, and that won't never be the same again. And we could say, wow, it's negative, we could say it's difficult, but we also could see the brighter side. It is time for a change, and this will happen thanks to all the negative stuff that are crumbling down now, to really rise from our ashes, basically, like the phoenix. So we are waking up as humanity, and what we have to do is to learn different way to work, to play, to interact. As you can see, now a lot of people are online, and it's one of the reasons why I'm online as well, is because now it will be a bit more difficult. It will be, there will be ups and downs with that. Like sometimes we can meet face to face, and sometimes we won't be able. So the online situation is very handy for that. So we are learning flexibility, we are learning resilience, we are learning acceptance. But what we accept actually is our new normal, and not anymore the world the way it was just even a year ago. So we are waking up. Just changing the angle of the camera. Sorry. So we are simply waking up, and that's the reason why 2021 will be more difficult. Why? Because when we wake up from a mess, from something that we were not aware of, it is obviously overwhelming, and it's obviously the unknown, and it's obviously scary, and most people are scared, are afraid. And as you can see, the media, it's not helping, because they are entertaining this kind of fear that some people are paralyzed. I met people who were paralyzed by the events, and definitely most of humanity is in this fear. So we are waking up, so we can see, like we have a light on what's going on in the world, and we can see it's not all right, it's not okay. So we cannot unsee what we've seen, we cannot unhear what we've heard this year, we cannot unfeel what we felt. So what we can do instead is moving on, and moving forward, and make the change in our lives, in other lives, in the other people's lives, I mean. And that's the reason why I want to talk to you, is that it's not only negative, it's going to be difficult, because we are waking up. But at the same time, if you and me and other people are getting together, talking, and seeing that we are not alone in this change. We are not alone in the difficult moments that we are living, and we are not the only one to not know what is going to be, even just in 6 months. For people who know me, you know that I have tried a few times this year to go abroad, to travel, because I wanted to discover new things. And I don't know how many times I have been stopped, just like a door was closed in front of me, at least 4 times last year. And so I'm still in France. I'm not traveling, but it's the same as many people who don't know when they are going to be able to move on. Let me hi everyone. Hi Paquita. I just want to precise again one more time that I have a French version of this session, and it's going to be at 6:30 on my French channel, and the link is in the description, hopefully. So I just say hi to everyone. So I want just to continue to tell you, so what are we waking up from? Because I've said to you a few times, we are waking up, but some of you know why we are waking up, or that we are waking up from something, and some people are not aware at all. They have no idea whatsoever that we are waking up. So we are waking up from a world that we created as human beings, but that is not the truth. The world we are living in is not the truth. It's a version of what it could be only. You know, we were implanted ideas, and since we are born, basically, we were said that it's okay. I mean, we are implanted. Sorry, we are implanted ideas such as difference. You know, we are different. I'm different from you. For example, my skin color, and so on. Hierarchy. There's hierarchy. There's better people than others. There's people who are on the top who are killing people at the bottom, you know, and apparently it seems to be normal because we are used to see this everywhere. There's competition, and it seems to be something normal as well, because we are said that in the nature it's like that, you know, everything is competition. War for ideas, you know. We do war when we want to impose something, an idea, a concept to others, and we are said it's okay, it's normal, you know. Dying for a piece of land, you know, we are saying it's a noble way to die, you know, and it's absolutely okay. Tyranny and violence, it's okay. We see it every single day in the media, in movies, in everywhere, in the streets. Cruelty, we see that all the time. Bullying, a lot and more. Isolation, people feel lonely. Formatting, we are implemented ideas. We are conditioned. There's fear-based control, the lack of food. We are saying there is a lack of food, there is a lack of technologies, there is a lack of resources. That's the reason why some countries they are hungry, and we have too much. You know, we are said a lot of things. We are manipulated, you know, and this for a very long time through generations. That's the reason why it seems to be normal, you know. So it became the norm, actually. But as I say that, as you can see, it is definitely not normal. It's not at least natural to believe on these things. So basically, we know of all the stuff that's going on in the world that I've just mentioned, but we don't do something about it, because I think we think, what can I do on my own? I'm alone. What can I do? you know. So we are not encouraged to talk about our what we feel, or we feel so disempowered that we actually think, oh well, you know, that's life, it's really sad, it's difficult, but it is the way it is, and I really can't do. Or we're just waiting for our governments to do something, actually, and we think that's the way it works, that governments are here to fight against wrong stuff, bad stuff. But the problem is that we live in an inverted reality, and it means that what's wrong is good, what's bad is right, and that's the reason why we are not really taking actions personally or collectively enough. I mean, this is for this reason, is because we really believe that what's going on in this reality is the truth. The result of it is anger, is suffering, is slavery, it's violence, is hunger. It is an increase in mental conditions and problems, solitude, and so on and so forth. So now what I would like to do, and that's the concept of Satsang that I'm doing today, is to do a guided meditation. We are going to meditate on this subject of the world. What kind of world? Is this the reality, for example? So through a meditation to raise our awareness. And I'm going to just simply ask you guys to close your eyes for a minute, and maybe to take a deep breath in and out, just to relax a little bit. And I'm going to simply ask you some questions where you can reflect on those questions inside of yourself. I invite you to go deep within, so closing your eyes can really help, and to ask yourself, how do you know we live in the reality? How do you know that? What makes you think it is the truth? So yeah, if you want to close your eyes and ask yourself, it's just for you to know, can you get the answer to it? So, do I know this world is real because I can apprehend it with my 5 senses? Do you think the world is real only because you were told it is real? Someone told you it is real. Maybe your parents, school, people around you. Who told you that the world is real? Or that is the truth, mainly. Not that this world doesn't exist, like it's an illusion, an optical illusion, but the way that life is, what's going on, the way we live. Who told you it was like that? Who told you it's the truth? What makes you think that people who told you this world is like this and not otherwise are right? What makes you think they are right? Is it because there are plenty to say that? That's why you think that's right and it's the truth? Is it because you believe you don't have the intellectual ability to prove it, and they sort of can, these people? Specifically scientists? Even though you don't really understand what they know about reality. But they don't really know themselves. So, you know, when they give names to things that they don't know, they sound like they know something, right? So, but because they sound clever, that's the reason why we give them credit. And I'm sure you may think that, well, there's millions of people who think the same thing, so it must be true, right? But what do we really know? What do you really know about this world? Apart from your 5 senses. And also there's another question, is a bit deeper, is who is the one who knows? Basically, who are you? Do you know who you are? I'm a woman, I'm a man, I'm young, I'm skinny, I'm unemployed, I'm rich, poor, tired, depressed, I'm better than others, I'm stupid, I'm less than something, I'm not worthy, I'm lovable. I like the color red, it reminds me of blood. Or maybe it reminds me of a flower. Not sure. So, who taught you those things? How do you know these things? If you know deep within that you are more than just these sentences that I've told you, you are more than your gender, you are more than like your job or your level in hierarchy, etc. If you know that you are more than that, you will see that it means that maybe the world is much more than we think with our senses. It is much more than it appears to be. Because we are limited to what we can do with this. Our brain is an amazing technology, but we are limited to what it can understand and comprehend, really. Our 5 senses, for example, I think we all know that animals, they can hear frequencies that we cannot hear. And we know it because we see them react to something we cannot hear. So then you know that we cannot know everything about the world because we can't hear everything. So we probably can't see everything. We can't touch or feel everything. We cannot taste everything. We cannot see all the colors, or you know what I mean. So we are very much limited. And behind the veil of this human experience, there's a bigger purpose. If we are open to it, we can see that there is more. There is much more than just what we can see, that just what we know, basically. Because what we know depends on people who told us, and we believe them. But we don't actually know. We know through somebody else for generations, so we can only discover what is the truth of this world if you give it a chance. Means that if you are more open-minded to what it could be, now in 2021, or from 2021, what the world could be, how it's going to be. So it means that we can fear or we can take action. We can fear or we can take action. And I would like to tell you there's alternatives to the world we're living in. And it's a good news because since now it's changing so much it was so difficult 2020. It's time for a change, because we don't want what's going on to continue happening. And thanks to COVID-19 and all that it triggered in us, we can see that there's a lot of negative manifestations in this world. There is a lot of unfairness, there is a lot of suffering. We can ask ourselves more questions, but we also can take action. It's time for action. Because the world is not the truth, but a version of what it could be, and it means it depends on us only. That's really what I wanted to tell you today. Let me check a bit at the chat. Oh, merci Betty. Thanks Betty. You're so kind. So, it depends on us. So it means that we're waiting to create another version of this world together, a better one and a fair one. So obviously what I'm saying is we can't continue on thinking about ourselves only, me, je, I, because it involves everyone else, and I think that's what we're going to work on in the future. And by knowing that, maybe you can know what direction to take in life as well, in terms of job, in terms of your personal life, and so on. So where to start? And I would ask you, how do you want 2021 to be? How would you like it to be? Would you like it to be exactly like the previous years, with all the insecurity, really, because we are scared of the unknown, but at the same time, is it okay the way it is? Are you plain happy? Are you sure of yourself? Are you confident? Do you like the politics? What do you think about all the countries that are very poor or don't have enough clean water? Or what do you think about the lack of resources that we are told that there is every single year? I think there is so much to change. So as we start to wake up as humanity, we less and less tolerate what we are waking up at, because we wake up and suddenly we see all these horrible things. What's going on, really, and everything seems to fall apart. So what can we do? The darkness, reveals itself as the light is getting brighter. That's what's going on. The light is getting brighter. More and more we are waking up. We are becoming more and more conscious. And the more we can spot all the negative stuff that's going on. It was always there, but we are aware of them now. We didn't see it, it was already there. So again, it means that it is time to act more than to talk. I think it's been decades that we're talking, and now it's time to act, or to walk the talk. And for some it's to walk the talk, and for others is to be aware of the situation. So we are on a personal and a collective journey together, and we can choose to start to do something from today. We are the change, and I think that many of you heard these sentences. It means that by taking different actions, thinking different thoughts, and making different decisions, voting differently, buying differently, and so on, we can revert this world back to a peaceful place, a more peaceful place. So I chose to start this journey in 2015 when I had my spiritual awakening, and I intend on continuing with like-minded people. Many people like me want to build the new earth, and I will continue to do this, and I hope that you will be part of it simply. So, do you agree that if we accept that our beliefs are only our beliefs, and that we don't have to impose them, onto other people, we could live in a more peaceful world? I think that if we mind our businesses, then we can live in a more peaceful world. We all have our journey to take, but we can't impose it to others, at least our ideas. So that's what I'm proposing to you, is to be the change, to change individually so that the collective can actually change. And you could wonder, but what to do alone? How to do when you're alone? And you are not alone, because I'm on that too, and anybody else is in the same boat, so we are not alone. What to do when you just wake up, or you just woke up and you're terrified and overwhelmed by the work to accomplish for better humanity? And I would say to you, there is no rush, because we have eternity, really. We are eternal. Not the physical part of us, of course, but the essence of us is. And we have this lifetime and other lifetimes to work on a better life, a better planet, definitely. And anyways, it takes generations. Basically, all the things that you can see, as today, it took generations to be there, And well, it will be the same to revert this world to a more peaceful one. It will take generations, because we need a shift in consciousness. Not just one, shifts in consciousness, in collective consciousness. And so by having that kind of talk together, that's what we can start to do. So our role now, for me, I think it's just my belief, is to educate others, to inspire others, children or anybody that we talk to inspire them, because each time we open the mouth, we are inspiring someone. Not necessarily inspiring, but actually we push them to sometimes do or feel or think the same thing. So as we have an impact on other people, as soon as we open our mouth, I think we should educate or inspire them, at least, to be better people and more thoughtful people, to stop competition and to say yes to inclusiveness, to include anyone, wherever they come from, whomever they are. So to show, to teach, to say to people that we are all connected, we have an impact on other people and the planet. We are the collective consciousness, and each of us individually, we by taking different kind of action, we can alter the direction of the world, of this world. And I think I want to be part of the solution and to choose a fair world. And I hope that you too want to be part of a more fair world. So we can meet with like-minded people, even though at the moment it's a bit difficult because of the restrictions. We will soon be able to meet again with people who want to talk about this kind of thing, to change the world together. So definitely you are not alone. Now I would like to start a bit of a healing circle where I will be chanting a mantra that is Om Mani Padme Hum. And this mantra is here to help us to free us from suffering and attachment. So before I do that, I will change my camera so that I can show you my crystal ball. I hope that you can see. I also have a koshi shine that I will be using, and I have a drum that I may use as well. We'll see. Just let me check. Hi everyone. Hi Sarah. How are you? And welcome. So let me come back to my amazing crystal ball. 1 second. Okay. I hope that you can hear the ball. Maybe I could check and ask you if you can hear the singing bowl. I don't know if someone can tell me. Hi Irene. Est-ce que quelqu'un peut me dire si vous entendez mon bol de cristal? Can you hear? Om Mani Padme Om. Om Mani Padme Om. Om Mani Padme Om. Om Mani Padme Om. So you can just close your eyes and repeat the mantra silently if you want. You can sing it with me, or you can just listen to it, to the vibration of it. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Om. 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Sandra, je voulais te répondre en français. La version française sera à 6h30 sur mon autre chaîne Spiritual Sound, ou plutôt son spirituel. Il y a le lien dans la description, donc en fait, si tu es libre à 6h30, bah, je te vois là-bas, et tous les Français, ou francophones en tout cas. Euh, voilà, c'était le mantra. J'aime beaucoup chanter les mantras, ça me permet de me concentrer, de donner une intention. C'est un peu fait pour ça. C'est utilisé énormément en méditation, et c'était sur ça que je voulais terminer ce petit sujet sur la peur, sur la transformation de ce monde pour la nouvelle terre. Et donc en fait, si vous avez des questions, alors à ce moment-là, je vais rester un petit peu plus longtemps, une paire de minutes. Mais sinon, je vais tout simplement continuer à jouer mon bol tibétain par exemple, pas tibétain, plutôt de cristal. Et pendant quelques minutes, et au cas où en fait vous auriez tout simplement une question ou des questions. I just see that I'm just speaking in French since the last 3 minutes, simply because there's quite a bit of French tonight. So I'm going to end the session soon. I just wanted to see if you had any questions about the subject that we have seen, and if you know a bit what's the new earth, or if you want to be part of it. I'd like to know what you think about it. I will be finishing with my crystal ball for the next few minutes that are left. And but if you have a question about the subject that we have seen, the things that we've talked about, the questions that we've asked ourselves today. So please don't hesitate. We have a few minutes left. And thank you so much for being there. And I will just play my crystal ball for the next maybe 3-4 minutes. Thank you, Vortex. I'm happy that you found this relaxing. I'm planning on doing that sometimes as well. Maybe live. I don't know if the sound is good enough, that's the thing. I wanted to say thank you so much for whomever showed up today. It's the first time I do a live event on YouTube, so I will do that regularly. I think it's very nice. I hope that more and more of you will come to these live events and that we can interact, help each other to grow and to think. Thank you so very much. Je veux préciser encore en français que, eh bien, il y a en fait la version française du satsang qui sera sur ma chaîne française. Le lien de ma chaîne française, où aura lieu le satsang dans à peu près une demi-heure, 35 minutes, et dans la description. Donc j'espère vous y voir. Thank you so much for coming, and I shall see you soon. There will be a replay normally of the video, so in case you didn't see the entire video, and for whomever couldn't show up today. Thank you so very much. I'll see you very soon for another video or another live video at least. Thank you so very much. Take care.